Okay, so
And we are live.
Greetings. Hey. Okay, so we're talking about the Captain America Civil War trailer and Spider-Man.
Absolutely. This is a trailer review of the brand new Captain America Civil War trailer. And yeah, an amazing appearance of Spider-Man. If you haven't noticed already, it's all over the internet, so we have to talk about it.
Yes. First and foremost, forgive my appearance. I pretty much just got up not too long ago, like what, an hour and a half ago. So, and I just got done eating. But anyways, yeah. So I saw this thing, and because I know there was this this kind of like pre-trailer to this trailer 2 of it, where it showed Iron Man's side and Captain America's side, and it said, "Be ready for tomorrow," because there's going to be the trailer. And so I watched it. And the thumbnail, it intrigued me because I saw Spider-Man was on the front. Okay, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I clicked on it, and what you see is kind of similar to the other thing, and how you have General Ross, played by William Hurt, saying that how we need to be kept in check, and Iron Man is agreeing with it, and Captain America disagrees. Okay, and then of course, you got Tony Stark, Iron Man, saying that, sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
Yeah.
And, show that they disagree. And then it kind of shows, the different sides, and you see Black Widow kind of fighting and saying, be ready, they're all going to come after you. And then you kind of see who's on whose side, and like you see Scarlet Witch, which is, of course, Scarlet. What's her name? Elizabeth Olsen fighting Vision, using her powers, kind of taking them down. So we don't know what's going to happen there. And then finally, that end confrontation when you see them, and then you see Iron Man say, "Okay," and I think it called him like Web Boy or something like that. And you see, they all look up, and then this web hits Captain America's shield, it goes flying, and then you see, you can kind of see like, him kind of swing, flip, and he lands on like, I think like a truck or something, and he's holding a shield, and he has the what now?
On top of a car, I think.
On top of a car, and then he's got the shield, and then he says something. I can't remember what he says. I don't know if you remember. He says something,
like hello.
Yeah, it's something like hello or something like that. I'm late to the party, or how Spider-Man, how he's comical like that, and then it just ends. And then the thing is, you see his eyes, which I don't quite understand. Well, here's the thing: you see the white part of it. Kind of, it's like, first of all, it's got like this black outline
there.
The white kind of closes. Okay, and the reason why, I think, like in the cartoons they do it, but they have special masks now that are super tight on your skin, so it actually follows the contours of your face. So I'm pretty sure that it's one of those masks where it's super tight on his face. So when he closes like this or squints, it kind of mimics that. So that's what I'm thinking. Does that.
I'm thinking Tony hooked him up and created this mask for him because it sounds mechanical when he closes his eyes. It's the mechanical sound. You have to watch the trailer again. But I think that overall, this trailer is pretty amazing. It gave, a lot of information about the movie, but not like in the way that is going to spoiler the movie, but in a way that it's pretty, it piques your interest, and you do want to see what the hell is happening and what's the side of Tony, how he thinks, and what's the side of Captain America and how he feels about it. So it's very, very interesting. In the end, I was like, whoa, Spider-Man. But I think the whole internet right now is more concerned about his costume, because he's like, everybody is like, this costume looks like the first Spider-Man movies, which, like the, the live action TV shows or something, like the comic book versions of Spider-Man.
Yeah. I've seen 70s Spider-Mans or 60s, late 60s and early 70s. I've seen those, and that costume looked bad.
It looked bad. So I'm kind of torn how I feel exactly about the costume. In a way, I do prefer the Tobey Maguire one. It was more futuristic looking. It was more, like modern, and it was so old. Those movies are so old now. And now we have a movie that is, 2016, and we see a costume that looks something like, could be done 10, 12, 15 years from now, it looks, not modern enough. So I'm in one hand, I'm like excited because it's very cool how it looks on his skin, because it looks exactly like a skin on his body, because you can see very defined his muscles on the shoulders and all that. It looks very, very interesting comparing to the old costumes, and it has this very soft texture to it. Also, the Black Panther costume has that same very soft texture.
Absolutely.
So it's very, very interesting. Maybe it's going to look a ton better in the movie. And by the way, I just got a message from Mike. He said, "I think that mask thing looked fucking stupid. Ha ha ha."
Hey, you swore. Amazing. Okay, that is just as exciting as this upcoming Civil War. No, just kidding.
Well, in the comics, he always moves his eyes. I mean, they always express his feelings, kind of like Deadpool. He does that as well with the eyes. So I think it's not a bad idea because it's very cool looking, and I think that Tony is definitely going to upgrade Spider-Man costume, maybe his web shooters, who knows.
Well, the thing is about this is, I don't know if they're ever going to show it, but there's something called the Stark armor, which Spider-Man, Tony Stark designed it for Spider-Man. The Stark armor, it has almost like an orange, like a reddish orange kind of costume with kind of like these, like literally like spider-like tentacle things that come out, but they're joints like resembling spider legs. There's 2 on the left side and 2 on the right, and it's an iron suit basically, and he can like fly with it and shoot, repulsor rays. It's kind of like maybe a somewhat lesser or equal kind of version of his Iron Man suit, but it's called the Stark armor. Iron.
That's very interesting, actually. I haven't encountered that before.
Yeah, look it up. You'll see it. It's very cool armor. But that's not what that one is. I don't know if maybe they're.
Maybe it's only the mask, and we have no idea whether or not the web shooters are organic or mechanical. So I personally prefer the organic. I mean, is just what I'm used to from the first movies with Tobey Maguire. Kind of was logical to me that he will have that as an ability instead of he with his knowledge to do that, to create that. It kind of felt more natural. For him to have that.
It has the web shooters. I'm hoping they're actually mechanical, like something of his design, because it kind of showcases that Peter Parker is an inventor. His inventive side, of things versus, it makes sense though that if it would be like a mutation, but even in the comics, he designed those web shooters, so it kind of shows. My brother put it, forgot the word he used, but I guess it just kind of shows his scientific side,
Yeah, it does. I know
like
it
that,
does.
so.
It does. But I just prefer their organic. They don't, end. I mean, they don't wear out. They're just constantly there. Just how I'm used to.
Now, I don't know if it's going to be not Toby, but Andrew Garfield. Do you think it's going to be him?
We know that it's not him.
Oh, it's not him? I didn't know that.
It's Tom Holland, I think, was his name. He's a very young kid. I think he's only 18 or 16. He's super young. Really? Yeah, but for now, he looks with the best build, body-wise. Because, Andrew Garfield was the most thin. Tobey Maguire was the most little, maybe, but none of them had the physique that you can see through the costume. Especially Andrew Garfield was thin as a leaf, so.
I see.
Yeah, so this one is also thin, but at least a little bit more defined. I
see. So I wonder if they're still going to continue with The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Or no. That's definitely not happening. He's officially fired like a long time ago. Yeah, totally fired because, the new deal between Sony and Marvel, so it's not happening anymore, and that Spider-Man does not exist like in the new Marvel version that they,
so
struck a deal about that.
This probably almost, right? With this guy.
I was a little bit distracted. What did you say, Sammy?
So it seems like maybe they're rebooting Spider-Man.
Yeah, they are.
Starting here, this would be kind of like a reboot, starting here in Captain America: Civil War.
Absolutely,
so
cool. That's the idea. That's the idea because the previous movies didn't get very good name for themselves. Many people, didn't really feel them, especially the last movie. So they needed to, start that deal with Marvel so Marvel can make things better. But we'll see. We're going to see.
Yeah. And the thing is, I was hoping that we would see Punisher, but I don't think he's going to be in there because Punisher is
No,
in the Civil War as well. Matter of fact, he saves Spider-Man and takes him back to join Captain America, but I think we know that it's not going to follow exactly like in the comics.
no. He's in that. No, it's Deadpool. He is in the new Daredevil season, so he's going to stick to the TV for now, definitely.
I see. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Mike says, very sad to see Andrew Garfield is the best Spidey, and I loved Amazing Spider-Man 2. Okay,
Yeah.
well, not that I didn't like it, I just kind of forgot it. I mean, it's not like the previous movies that I really, really remember. They're like a little bit like fast food. I watch them and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And then I'm like, oh, what did I see again? Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Oh,
It's kind of like this list for me. Yeah, Andrew Garfield was a very, very good Spider-Man in terms of acting and all that, but in terms of my standards, no one meets my standards for Spider-Man for now. No one really does.
Because I have the Amazing Spider-Man. I got both of them. I got the steelbook of the first one, and I got the second one right here. I would grab it, but right now I feel like I got to wash my hands, but I don't want to get up and do that. It's an OCD thing, so don't ask. But yeah, so I really loved both of the Spider-Mans. I loved the Amazing Spider-Man #2 as well, the second one. Yeah, I thought it was great, and Electro, just a different take on him, but I still liked it.
Yeah, I didn't mind him. I was kind of, sad and annoyed by the death of what was her name again?
Was it Gwen? Was it supposed to be Gwen Stacy?
Gwen. Yeah,
Okay.
Gwen Stacy. Like I didn't feel like she had to die. Kind of felt. Yeah, I know that she dies in the comic books, but
Yeah.
I can't watch this again. I can't watch it. Just can't. But anyway, I mean, we are totally out of topic. Sammy, we had to talk about the trailer. Also super like how Tony, is so surprised when the Winter Soldier, shoots him in the face, basically. And if he didn't have his Iron Man glove, he's going to be dead and with a hole in his brain. So that was pretty shocking. I mean, you can feel the drama and the action, and Captain America is fighting with everything, not only the other heroes, but with his thoughts, basically. And I have no idea how they're going to put exactly this conflict, but I kind of feel that I'm going to be on Captain America's side, at least how it's looking right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm always on Captain America's side.
Yeah, at least I think that he's going to be more right in this instance. And Spider-Man is maybe because he's only a little kid, he's going to be more convinced on the Tony side. So
The comics is off on Tony's side, but then he switches sides when he sees how the heroes that they captured, like Daredevil and some of the others, how they're being treated. They're put in this kind of like a negative zone type place, but it's not really the negative zone. I forgot what it was. It's some trans-dimensional place where it suppresses their powers.
I think you're right, but I think it's exactly the negative zone because I watched the video about this today, but Fox bought this, so Marvel can't use it now.
Oh, okay, so that's good. And
not very good, but yeah.
It causes Spider-Man to flip sides, and he tries, escaping through the sewers, and that's when he was attacked by, I think it's Jack-o'-lantern, and I can't remember who the other guy was, but also on the glider, Jack-o'-lantern and some other guy, and that's when Punisher comes in and kills those two, and then rescues Spider-Man and takes him back. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen that way.
No. The Punisher is still not in the movies.
Yeah, and there's supposed to be Venom and all those guys, but of course they're not going to be there.
No, Venom is actually going to be separate even. Yeah, like in a separate movie.
I got the graphic novel like years ago, and decided to get all this like one thing, and I just read it all, So I didn't have to wait for each issue.
And that's good. At least. Yeah, but what do you think about Black Panther? I mean, he looks super badass, and he actually
Yeah.
chased down, the Winter Soldier. He slashed his tires, and he
Yes.
basically caught up to him. And Captain America is pretty fast, but I don't think he's fast like Black Panther. Well, that's how things seem from the trailers. And he
Yeah.
looks pretty cool. I mean, and he's also bulletproof.
That
Uh,
might be his costume. I think he Black Panther. I don't know too much about him. I think he has the power to kind of like morph a little bit, like to become like this mutant panther. Not exactly like a panther, but kind of morph, into one. Now with Captain, I don't know exactly how fast Panther is, but Captain can run a mile in about like 65 seconds, 65, 70 seconds. That's pretty fast. Yeah,
that's very, very
just a wee
fast.
bit over a minute, just a little bit over a minute. He can run 1 mile. So, not to mention
Yeah.
his quick reflexes and agilities. He cannot get fatigued, immune to all earthly diseases. So he can't get HIV, AIDS, or anything like that. And
Actually, he got pretty fatigued in the trailer when he was at the end of the trailer. He was like this, barely standing up, and he's like, "I can do this all day," but he was exhausted. So
I think that was
maybe,
injuries. He can withstand a lot, but technically, he's supposed to. He doesn't tire out. You know, um, he just look that up. He can't tire out. He can just keep running.
well, Sammy,
Because
how
super
powers
soldier
are in the
serum.
comic, but in the movies, it's
In
totally
the movie,
different thing
maybe yeah,
sometimes.
they have to change things up a bit, of course, make him a bit more. But technically, he's supposed to be the super soldier serum. It's constantly um, like replenishing itself. That's why it doesn't like burn through him. It's in his system. That's why he can't get drunk or anything like that. And it's constantly fueling his metabolism is always up. And it's his adrenaline is like up, so it doesn't. All those things combined, he just cannot be fatigued, and he can. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, a lot like the Flash then,
Hmm?
in a way,
Mm-hmm.
because the Flash has the similar, metabolism
Yes,
and all that.
absolutely. Flash is way quicker, of course, but
Yeah.
like for example, injuries that take maybe weeks to heal, like for a normal human, in a matter of just like a short few days, he'll can recover from that. But it would take like a person like weeks and weeks.
Yeah, so just like the Flash again.
Yeah, similar to that.
Okay, so overall, we have to wrap this up.
Okay.
I think that every one of those heroes are pretty cool. I'm just interested, what Black Widow thinks about all this. She's obviously on Iron Man's side, but it's interesting. She's a spy, and she is always like not really from the team, and she's from the team, and she's has her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting how she thinks also. And Mike said something again. Just looked it up. It takes 2 minutes and 18 seconds for Captain America to run a mile.
How much?
2 minutes and 18
2
seconds.
minutes.
hmm
I'll look that up too. But
So yeah, overall this trailer is amazing. Everything is pretty amazing, and actually there's something funny in Facebook that I saw, like the face off that they do in the trailer on that airport, and they all come together to fight. In the comics, it's like tens and a lot more people and a lot more heroes coming to fight, and it was like a picture from the movie and picture from the comics, and the picture from the movie was now I think the picture from the comics, it was like here, this is the comics, and under that is the movies, and it said like reality, because in the movies they can't put all the characters on the screen, at least not so fast. They had to do at least 2 more movies to build up to more characters and do that exactly as comics.
yeah. Well, the file that I looked at, I can't find it right now, but it said 70 seconds, not 2 minutes.
2 minutes and 80 seconds. Yeah, that's around 78 seconds.
It should be 70.
I don't think it matters much. I mean, it's clear how fast he is.
Yeah, where I looked at, I gotta find it again, but
Oh, Sammy, just no need to do that. I mean, say your final thoughts on the trailer. What do you think about trailer? We can wrap this up.
okay, yeah, I'll look it up like later, and I'll find it. But yeah, no, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Loved it. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing it.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. Maybe the second most exciting movie, at least for me this year. So after Batman v Superman, this is what I'm waiting for. I'm just sorry that it's on May 6th or whatever it was. Yeah, 2 more months.
2 more
It's
months.
like it's like a
Well,
lot.
yeah, early May, like May 6th. So.
Yeah, but we still have April to go.
Mm.
You know. So okay,
Okay.
not 2 months, 1 month and three
Yeah.
weeks or something. Well, okay, guys, so that's pretty much it. We love the trailer and Spider-Man. I'm just going to, give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure that he's awesome Spider-Man. I'm just not sure about the costume, how old the costume is looking. And at the same time, it has that smooth look to it, like sleek. Yeah, but I wish it was more like on par with Iron Man and all the rest, like Vision, more, more modern looking. So yeah,
Mm.
but we'll see. We'll see how. Maybe it's because it's homemade.
Yeah.
That is why. And maybe he's going to get like his real costume in his original movie. I mean, his standalone movie. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not, you know, hating on it or anything else. I'm just open-minded, and we'll see what is going to happen and how it's
Mm.
going to be exactly.
Okay. Okay. So I guess I'll end this now, and then we'll start
Yeah,
with Vincent, video games.
absolutely. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. And till next time.